Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy. Uh, about 5:45 on Sunday evening. Uh, Pretty warm, humid, almost like a summer feel. About probably 86, 87, but not bad. There's a little breeze blowing, so it's all right. I guess next weekend there's another cold front coming through. One station has us in the low 60s, another has us in the low 70s, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm almost thinking at this point in the season, probably upper 60s, low 70s is about as cold as you're gonna get. Sun's getting higher in the sky, and it's warming up. That's not to say you can't get cool weather. I won't call it cold, because even 60s isn't really cold. It's cold for here, but not in reality. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's gonna be maybe a couple days. There might be some showers around, maybe a 30-40% chance. But other than that, it's going to be a pretty decent week. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Excuse me. Yeah. Ended up not going to church this morning. I wasn't feeling too hot. Plus, I didn't get much sleep last night. I went to bed early enough. I just didn't sleep good, which is common with the issues that I got, but it is what it is. I don't like missing Mass, especially during Lent, but I did. So yeah, just out for the walk with the boy here. Figured I'd get him out in good weather. Also get me out too. I need it just as much as he does. Probably was a good idea I didn't go though, because I went to get our donuts for our Sunday breakfast, and I was just tired. I wasn't paying attention one time, and well, I was at the Double D's, and the car had already gone, and I was just sitting there. Finally, I moved up. The worst one though was when came back here. I stopped to get the mail from last night that I didn't get, and he's got something interesting that he's sniffing out. But yeah, I didn't get the mail yesterday, so I stopped to get it on the way home from breakfast, getting breakfast anyway. And I pulled into the parking lot and just made too wide of a turn, almost hit a car that was parked there. I didn't hit anything, but I was just tired, so I think I made the right decision not going to church, because it's quite a drive on the interstate and everything. It's no big deal, but I think any more than what I did and I would have been in trouble. But I'm doing better now. After breakfast I took a nap. So it is what it is. I watched Get Up Watched the Bruins game. They finally won. They got hammered the last two games. I think one was 7-2 or 7-3, and then it was like 5 or 6-2. They lost. And let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Shadow. Let's go. But yeah, Bruins finally won 3-1. They actually had a good game. They could have scored a couple more goals too, but I was happy. They had I guess there was I think there was a fight in the game, but there was also a fight right when the game ended. I guess that's the way to not get a penalty. Do your fights after the game's over. But before I went out for the walk, I was watching a race, a NASCAR race, and I like the races, and let's go. We can go in today for now. It's just it's just not the same without Earnhardt, junior or senior. In fact, we just went through the anniversary of Dale Sr.'s death at the Daytona 500. 2020 years. It's going to be 20 years for 9/11 this year too. So, and then Junior retired a few years ago, so I kind of don't have a real favorite driver anymore. I don't like the Bushes. I don't know anybody. I'm sure there's people that do, but I don't know. I'm just out of things to talk about, I guess. Not a very good video if I can't come up with something to talk about. But yeah, I'm thinking if we get any kind of stimulus check, then I'm thinking of getting a real GoPro camera. That way I can... You ready, Shadow? That way I can... You ready? Yeah, you can go pee. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting a real GoPro camera. That way I can use it on my motorcycle rides. And I know I'll have a quality camera. I'll just have to do something about the audio. Although I heard the audio isn't too bad. Help me in some of the other things that I want to do. Come on, Shadow. Shadow, let's go. One of the things, I guess, I was looking at YouTube videos with the GoPros, and one of the biggest pluses about the GoPro is they have electronic stabilization, so you won't see too much of this shaking like you get with my iPhone. So, of course, the iPhone is good, but I mean, it's not designed to be like a GoPro. It's a phone, and the camera's pretty decent on it. The video is pretty decent. It's just obviously when I take it for a walk like this, you get the shaking and stuff which you wouldn't on a GoPro. But I don't know. I think the quality on this is pretty good for at the time when I bought it, it was around $1,000 for the iPhone. Now they got newer ones out now that are a little bit more, about the same, a little bit more than $1,000. Never thought I'd be paying $1,000 for a phone. Crazy. But I don't know. I'm still battling. Well, I'm going to be battling the depression all my life, but it's better than it was, but it's still there. Oh, we got the police here. What I do now? What I do? What is this, City of Tampa? Yep, City of Tampa. What are they doing here? So, yeah, just out enjoying the day, and I was looking into paramotoring, and I've seen some videos on that, which are pretty cool. And problem with it is, well, it's about $3.5 grand for the training, and then it's at least that, if not more, for the paramotor, because you got to get the motor part and then the wing, and so you're looking at about $10,000 investment, which obviously I don't have, and I don't think they're gonna give us that much stimulus money. Although there is a Republican that just did put up a bill to give $10,000 stimulus It was more of a joke than a serious thing, but I'd take it. Hey. I still probably wouldn't get into the paramotoring. First, I'd pay off my credit card bill, which isn't that bad, but it's a little higher than I'd like it. Especially now, it looks like I'm going to have to put brakes on my car. When I put my brakes on, there's some rubbing, so I'm going to have to get that checked out. Bless you. So that's probably going to be, I don't know, probably $200-300 if not more. Hoping it's not more, but I don't know what brake jobs run nowadays. I like to go, I know it's a little bit more expensive, but I like to go to the dealership for stuff like that because the dealership knows my car, and you know, you're going to get, for the most part, you're going to get quality parts. If you go to some garage somewhere, you're liable to get something out of a junkyard or something, and they charge you for a brand new whatever. Not that it can't happen at a dealership, but it's less likely. I've had issues. I've actually had issues with dealerships. This was back when I was in Massachusetts. I had something done, some kind of work done. I don't remember what it was. But after the dealership supposedly fixed it, the same thing happened. So I took it to another person, and they pulled out the part that the dealership was supposed to have replaced, and it was old as shit. And so I went back to the dealership, and of course they didn't take responsibility. In fact, I did tell them I was going to sue them, and the guy's like, "Sue me for $1 million, I don't care." And you know, that was the last time I went back to that place. But so yeah, dealerships aren't 100% either, but this was I've never had a problem, an issue with Toyota dealerships. This was I think it was a Dodge dealership that I had the issue with, and that was, I don't know, 25, 30-ish years ago. So I've had Toyotas ever since. In fact, they did something pretty shady. There was the car that I had. I think it was the Dodge that I had the issue with, because that's the only car I really had trouble with. It was a Dodge Neon. I was driving along one day, and the whole dashboard went dead. Car ran fine, just the speedometer, the gas gauge, everything just went dead. Just like the car was off, but it wasn't. So I took it to a mechanic somewhere in Portland, Maine, and they said, yeah, there's really nothing they could do to fix it. The only thing they could do was see if they could pull something out of the junkyard and replace it. So I was like, don't bother. And so I went in the market for a new car, and what happened is eventually the dashboard came on. So I went and traded in the car. Didn't say nothing about that, of course, because I wanted a good trade-in value. And Shadow. So yeah, I traded in the car. Then something weird happened. I got the new car that I wanted, new Toyota and everything. Then I got a call like a couple weeks later. Supposedly it was from a guy that wanted to buy the car, and he just wanted to know. He says, I know, sometimes people don't tell the dealership anything, so I just wanted to know if there's anything that I might be concerned about, or if you've ever had dogs or smoked in the car or anything. And at the time I didn't have any dogs and I didn't smoke, and I just said no. I actually think it was a dealership trying to catch me for not telling them about the dashboard, because I've never heard of a salesman giving the previous owner's name to a potential buyer of a car. So I was onto that. So obviously I said no, nothing. And that was pretty shady on my part, but hey, what can you do? I mean, if you know for a fact, if the dealership can get away with it and sell somebody a car and with it like it is, they would do it and not say anything. But they always rip you off on the trade-in value anyway, so I didn't feel too bad. Anyway, I'm almost home. Hopefully the statute of limitations ran out on what I did. Probably the car's in the junkyard now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, because I bought it like in 92 or 93, something like that. So I'm sure that car's not with us anymore. Anyway, I'm almost home. Thanks for watching. At least I figured something to talk about a little bit. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. God bless you. Have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.